A human's true greatness is not measured by wealth or power, but by the strength of their thoughts. Again and again, history has proven that people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos rose to success because of the way they shaped their minds. Napoleon Hill, in his famous book Think and Grow Rich, said it so clearly, "What you think, you become." If that's true, then why do countless people still fail? Why do they keep struggling to succeed? Is it because they never think about their own future? Or maybe they do not recognize the treasure of potential that lies inside them. Today's story will bring answers. Along with a life-changing lesson, you will also learn some powerful words to improve your English. So stay with us till the end. I promise this journey will be worth your time. Once upon a time, in a crowded railway station, there lived a poor beggar. Each day he managed to survive by asking passengers for coins while they waited for trains. One morning, he noticed a man stepping onto the platform. The stranger was dressed in an expensive suit and carried himself with confidence. Looking at him, the beggar thought, "This man must be very rich. If I request money from him, he will surely give me a generous amount." Filled with hope, he stretched out his hand. But instead of offering money, the businessman stopped and asked firmly, "Do you always take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar was shocked. Such a question had never reached his ears before. Nervously, he replied, "Sir, I am only a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give anyone." The businessman smiled slightly and said, "If you truly believe you have nothing to give, then you also have no right to ask. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you can offer something, I will return it with something. But if you have nothing to give, I cannot give you anything either." With those words, he boarded the train and left. The beggar stood frozen, replaying the statement again and again in his mind. If I cannot offer anything, why should others give me? That night, he lay awake, thinking deeply. But what do I have to give? I am nothing but a beggar. I have absolutely nothing. Yet the businessman's words kept echoing like a bell in his heart. If you want to receive, you must first give. 2 days passed silently. The beggar did not stretch his hand towards anyone. His mind was too busy repeating those powerful words. If you want to receive, you must first give. On the third morning, while sitting near the railway station, he noticed a patch of wildflowers blooming close to the tracks. Their colors were fresh, their fragrance uplifting. Suddenly, an idea sparked in his mind. What if, instead of just taking, I give something back? What if I hand people a flower whenever they give me coins? Excited, he gently plucked a few blossoms and returned to his usual spot. A traveler dropped a coin into his palm, and with a smile, he offered the person a flower in return. To his surprise, the traveler smiled back and accepted it happily. Some even thanked him with joy. As the days moved forward, something magical happened. People began giving him more money, but only when he had flowers in his hand. The moment his flowers finished, donations became fewer. He realized the truth. People enjoy receiving something in return. Exchange creates value. One afternoon, while handing flowers, the beggar suddenly recognized a familiar face. It was the same businessman. Heart racing with excitement, he rushed forward. "Sir, today I have something to give. If you hand me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled warmly, handed him some cash, and accepted the flowers. "Now you truly understand the power of exchange," he said. "Today you are not a beggar anymore. You have become a businessman." Those words filled the beggar's soul with fire. He realized, I am not a beggar. I am a trader. People do not give me out of pity. They pay me for my flowers. That day, with courage in his heart, he left the station forever. 6 months later, at the same railway station, 2 well-dressed men met. One looked at the other carefully and asked with surprise, "Wait, aren't you the beggar I once saw here?" The man laughed confidently. "Yes, once I was, but now I own a successful flower business. I'm traveling to expand it further." The businessman was amazed. "Incredible! What changed your life?" The flower seller smiled and replied, "You taught me life's greatest truth. We only receive when we give. That day I realized I was never a beggar. I was a businessman all along. I just needed to see myself that way." They shook hands, not as rich and poor, but as equals. Both boarded their trains, heading towards brighter futures. Remember, Life is shaped by how we see ourselves. If you think small, you remain small. But if you believe in your hidden potential, greatness will come. Change your thoughts, and your future will change too.